Good morning to all the dignitaries, delegates, innovators, thought leaders, entrepreneurs, all of your presence in the today's program, Propagate, hosted by Brigade. On this occasion, on the dais we have Mrs. Nirupa Shankar, who has been leading from the front and taking the leadership and the ownership for the establishment of the Brigade is really appreciable. The tech accelerator in the property tech. And as well as Mr. From the Anant University, good name, sir? Double. He has come, so I acknowledge his presence. Probably collaborating with the university also is very important. Creating more and more partners, collaboration in the extending to the education sector. From the supply chain, the main supply chain is from the institution. So that is where we need to collaborate and ensure the right kind of learning system has been established. Since all of us are living in a city is a place where we need to, time and again, we need to tell people also what is city. The definition of city also has to be conveyed very strongly. The very definition, if it is not understood by people, we have many problems. So first, the definition has to be shared with the people. So it's a place to conduct business, how we need to build, how to address the challenges what arises in the city, and since it's a business place to do business, how best we can enable and facilitate for the progression and sustainability is very important. And along with that, as the time progressed, we started seeing many challenges, how to make it more environmental friendly, sustainable. For the cities, the pollution has become the biggest challenge. To make it a more livable city, to address the healthcare and to make it sustainable. And many other factors, how to, the very city should be a high cost city or a affordable city, quality, sustainability, many aspects are there for each vertical. Whenever we get into it, we have many aspects with regard to all the utilities, water, sewerage, management, transport, building sustainability, quality, design. So, and it cannot be one section. There are multiple sections having different earning slabs. So keeping in mind, as all of us, we've been seeing the innovation and the building of technology has been happening in many other sectors. Probably in the property tech, there was a need to emphasize more and more because property was leading to more establishment, accommodating, absorption of all business and facilitation and enablement mainly happens through the real estate sector. So whatever progress we have seen so far in Bangalore also, it is also because of the immense contribution of the property industry. If not for the real estate industry, we couldn't have seen so many special economic zones or the software parks been built, which has really led to the real good growth. Once you establish, you ensure you get the right clients. So you are having one side you are constructing the proper, developing a property, and at the same time you are ensuring you will get the right kind of clients towards Bangalore and Karnataka. That has also been an immense contribution from the real estate industry. What all of you have contributed is really appreciable. So probably in this direction, all of us need to align. As all of you have been aligning with the right kind of direction to address how it can be made sustainable and the kind of challenges what has been faced by the real estate industry is very well known. So all of us need to come together. Working in silos will not help us. Even the biggest player, even the biggest, the best, the topmost player, if he's not able to innovate, reinvent himself, he cannot sustain. The new player can come and disrupt, and the new person can come up immediately easily. If you don't recognize the changes, you will be lost in the game. So probably in this direction, many of the big companies were able to sustain because by accepting the new startups and the new way of doing things and the new solution and the new innovation, by accepting them, the big players have sustained. Otherwise, the big players would have been nowhere. So we need to enable, facilitate, help each other in this direction. The Brigade Group, particularly in the property tech, by establishing an incubator as well as an accelerator, has done good for itself and more so for the entire industry. It has shown the way how we need to work, how we need to take forward, because each and every project, you can't, work out new solutions. It is not so easy. We need to build an ecosystem. If the ecosystem has been built, you can it is a ready reckoner. You can look up to many solutions readily available. Otherwise, for each small thing, you need to spend months and years to come out with a solution. So that takes your own time. Already we are facing many problems with regard to the execution of projects. Already many problems are there. But along with that, even in the implementation, if we start seeing many problems, many challenges, it is not advisable or not good for the city. It cannot become progressive. Probably in this direction, facilitating the new talent, the startups, the innovators to come and accelerate in a big way to address whatever challenges being faced by the property industry or the real estate industry is really appreciable, and we wholeheartedly congratulate on behalf of the people of India, Karnataka, Bengaluru, and as well as my department and ministry and government. I congratulate Brigade Group for taking such a good leadership in this direction. So let us continue in this journey, and we are also working backward, forward, laterally, vertically, all the direction. Whatever can be done, probably all possible opportunities. We are not letting go any single opportunity. Even when it comes to the learning system, we have completely reformed. Transformation has been happening. We are collaborating with all possible players. Come participate, give your ideas, thoughts, whatever might be your input, you are most welcome. You're most welcome to redesign the framework, curriculum, governance, leadership, personality, the way we do things, complete revamping. We are not working in changes very fast, much more faster than the industry. We are trying to catch up because the industry is led by institution, but here the industry has been leading all the time because of the institution have not grown properly. So in all different developed countries, it is the institution which is leading. But here it is other way around. So we need to collaborate. Don't stay away from institution. Please look up to the institution because that is the future. That is what can create you more talents and as well as expansion of the economy. If you want to really expand the economy, or just cater to few people, or you want to cater to a large number, that's very important. Probably for that to happen, all of you know very well, the 21st century is nothing but the knowledge-based economy. Unless we don't emphasize more and more on a quality learning, quantity doesn't help us in any way. Since we are competing with the entire world, the best practices should be our way of life, our commitment, pursuit of excellence is something which we need to breathe, eat, and live with it. So there's no other way. That should be our culture. That is the way we need to think as a whole, as in a society, not just few people. As a society, all of us need to work in this direction to ensure a very inclusive, equitable society. And many of you have been participating. Even now, we do have a lot of challenges which we need to overcome, come out in a much more bigger way, articulate, communicate, express yourself. How a city need to progress, what are the changes to be brought, not only in the terms of technology, in the terms of policy also. All of us need to start working in the terms of policy also. That is somewhere you are kept limited participation has been there. Because you are the people who are involved in the property management, city building, infrastructure building, where how things can be done is very important. Probably all of you need to get more involved. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. Don't work for today, work for future. So what you plan for tomorrow can help you. If you don't have a plan for tomorrow, you will end up, being in only problem to problem, just only firefighting. Firefighting will not help any one of us. So we need to be proud of our city, state, country. For that to happen, we need to get involved. Don't think it's a time waste and why should we waste our energy. As a group, as an organization, all of you can participate. Nothing stops you. It is not owned by, it is a democratic country, democratic system. We need to participate, we need to involve, we need to transform. The way some of the cities we have been building, it is retrograde, it is not progressive. It is not progressive, it is not promising. We need to completely revamp, come out with new solution, a futuristic, where it should be inclusive, affordable city. It should not be high-cost cities. We need to ensure, because the large section of people are unaffordable people. It is not like other countries, there is an equity in the salaries. It is not there. Very meagerly paid salary. Very low paid salaries. Where they can't have even a living. It's very difficult to have a living in a city. Not even hand to mouth. So that is the kind of challenges we have been facing. If we want the city to sustain, the city to grow, otherwise post-COVID, for bigger cities to sustain, it's a real big challenge. Post-COVID, it is changing. Completely it is changing from physical world to virtual world. Complete transformation and transition has been happening. So definitely there is a challenge. Now more and more physical property, people looking up to physical property itself will become a questionable aspect. The smaller places, the villages, the towns, they'll start, growing because they can do things from anywhere. All possible services can be provided from anywhere. So there's a big disruption been happening for bigger cities also to sustain. It is not so easy unless without a good practices, enabling, living, and ensuring that all of them can be productive and affordable. So probably we need to work inwards, outwards, in multiple direction, multiple issues are there. This is a very interesting area, very challenging area. For any of the verticals to sustain, the real estate industry, the city building is very important. That is what can lead us to ensure all concern, from climatic change to net zero emission to sustainability, utilities, economy, social life, political, any aspect. For that to sustain, we need to work. Since we are given an opportunity, just don't think limitedly. Think end to end, as a responsible citizen of this country. Not just don't think only as a businessman. Only just as an entrepreneur will not help us. Whenever, whichever work we take up, it should be end to end. So why should I waste my energy? I just limit myself to one particular aspect, should not be there. So make it 360 degree and we can build well, do well. And once again, I am very appreciative of the Brigade's effort, Brigade Group's effort in doing all the right things, and more so building the right kind of landmarks. World Trade Center developed by the Brigade Group is really appreciable, and the India music experience being built in the social sector, in the cultural sector is really impressive. And we recognize Jaishankar ji, when we recognized and conferred him with honorary doctorate from the Bangalore City University, we voluntarily invited him, recognized his services, and felicitated with him honorary doctorate. So we need to recognize, appreciate, see wherever good work is done, more than we politically, even though we would have occupied bigger positions, will go unnoticed, unrecognized. But whatever good work done by anybody will be always recognized. Only money doesn't help us. After one stage, money doesn't matter. Money, it's all numbers. We know how to make, how to take out, how you can change. If you got the will to make money, you can make any kind of money. It's only numbers what you target. So, more than that, how we can build, how we can contribute, how responsibly we can live is very important. We wholeheartedly welcome, enable, facilitate, probably so far my department, always we've been working very closely with all the innovators, tech industry, in all segments. It is our duty to facilitate and enable. We have done our best, and probably this year, 25th year of the Bengaluru Tech Summit was one of the best event so far seen in the entire Asian continent. Probably that is the kind of show was organized with the support of the industry. It will go on. It will grow much more bigger way. What has been established now, it will take off. So now we have become the number one in the country, 24th in the entire world. Probably in the next 25 years, I can assure you, guarantee you, I can come and meet you after even 25 years, we'll be the number one in the world. I can guarantee you, we'll be the number one. Because seeing the strength of Bengaluru, the kind of strength what we have, the talent what we have in all verticals, not in one vertical. You name the verticals. In all verticals, the talent have converged from across the country, from across the world. Bengaluru is Bharat. The real Bharat, if you want to see, it is Bengaluru. We respect diverse culture and cosmopolitan. All possible cultures, they've been living peacefully and progressively. Now what we need to make is, each and every person living here should be productive. Even that we are taking care and ensuring each and every person will get an opportunity not to remain idle. Idle mind is a devil's workshop. So we don't want any person, even a single person, to remain unproductive. We don't want to waste any space, even water, what air he breathes, he should be productive. So wasteful persons should not have a place. So we want to ensure that each and every person is productive and very progressive. We want to build a progressive society, responsible society, respecting each other's concern. Once again, I will not have taken much of your time, sir. I just want to reiterate, re-emphasize, don't think governments are stagnant, governments are not coming in a way. You are open, it's a democratic country, nothing stops you. Be open. Our Naresh, you can see always he'll be so open, so progressive, and he's a part of solution and he's part of criticism also. Both. He's been that open. Like him, many players are there, many people. This is, in any other state you can't witness these kind of things. So in state of Karnataka, we take both the things very progressively. Once again, Nirupam, I wish you all the best. You reach greater heights, do greater things. We'll be always with you. And you can look up to any of our institution, whatever way you want to collaborate, whatever way you want to take it forward with the support of the entire industry, you can look up to us, sir. Definitely, we take it as a privilege, honor to work and enable and facilitate. This is our duty. We'll all work together. Namaskara. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.